Hey, I'm Leigh Strom, Assistant Director of Performance here at Tread Athletics, and we're going to be going over some basics of Trackman today. If you're not familiar with Trackman, Trackman is a ball flight technology used in both golf and baseball, used in every MLB organization and Tread Athletics alike. So what we're looking at right now is the Trackman interface that you'll see when you're throwing a bullpen or a live at bat. What we want to notice first is some of the easier metrics to identify and learn about. If we see release height here, that's going to be the distance your hand is above home plate in front of you, the height measured in inches. Release side here is going to be the measured distance your hand is away from the y-axis. You can think about that from the middle point of the mound to the middle point of home plate. Extension that you can see here is going to be the ground gained towards home plate when delivering a pitch. Induced vertical movement here is going to be the effects that you have by the force applied to the baseball relative to the straight line pitch. As it was with induced vert, horizontal movement is going to be the movement produced by the force applied to the baseball relative to the straight line out of hand. So as we're going through this and looking at the bottom next to the ball here, we're going to see 6 metrics lining that baseball. The top left, you're going to see total spin, which is the total amount of spin that you are creating for the baseball. As we go through here, tilt is going to be relative to a clock, and that's basically degree at which the baseball is spinning. Now, measure tilt is going to be more prominent in breaking ball pitches and seam affected fastballs. So think about a seam shifted sinker. That is going to be basically the measure of what the axis of the spin and what the efficiency is doing to create movement on the baseball. As we go to efficiency, as you see here, a lower efficiency, 77% for a fastball. That is going to play into the active spin. So active spin is going to be the amount of spins acting in the direction of that axis. Gyro degree, when we get into that, 0 degrees, you can think about a perfectly backspun baseball, with 90 degrees being like a football throw. You can think about that as a pure rotation to the right or the left, depending on your handiness. So when going through breaking balls, we have a lefty, Damon Jones here, and we look at the curveball that is at 82% efficiency, and we see a 35 degree on that gyro angle. As we go up, if we want to create more lift and grab more seam effects, what we're going to do is we go here and look, we see efficiency has gone down, but the gyro degree is up. So efficiency down, gyro degree up. That makes sense because we're starting to move more towards that bullet spin, which allows us to grab some of the effects we need from the seams. This is also going to be predicated on the grip you are using and the effects you are trying to create on the baseball. Looking at a left-handed pitcher here, generally we're going to see fastballs in this quadrant here, with sweeping breaking balls, things that cut, in this quadrant here. And then your more traditional curveballs are going to be in this lower quadrant here. Very elite changeups and some pitches with high degrees of gyro can be found in this quadrant here. So as we see for a right-hander here, usually you're going to see fastballs within this quadrant here. Changeups will be in the lower section of this quadrant or below this line here. On the left side, you're going to see pitches with cut. As you work out, you can expect to see less velocity working out to the left for right-handers. Same principle applies for left-handers working out the other way. Pitches down below this quadrant could be traditional curveballs, or more recently, death balls that hug this 0 line, and you see larger velocities with those pitches. When working through pitch design on Trackman, a cool feature that you can go is marking your pitches A and B within the pitch design session. More recently, they've added more options to sweepers and things of the sort. But if you're working on 2 specific grips with sweepers, what you can do is you can get your grip that you want to use, mark this as A, and then get a secondary grip to use and mark that as B. That allows you at the end of the session to see the differences between the averages and movement for each of those pitches and choose one to work on going forward. Another cool feature we can access when going through and pitch designing on Trackman is the drop down on the left side above your pitch log. Here you can find things like vertical approach angle. This is a very general outline of what you can get from the Trackman interface. If you want to learn how to get to each of these quadrants or how to get to each of these pitches, you can reference many of our videos we have on either supination, pronation, or things like learning the kick change, a sweeper, or a death ball. Trackman is just one of the tools we use in developing our athletes. If you're interested in developing your arsenal with us, please reach out. That's all we have here for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one.